biasa kalau jatuh memang sakit, tapi ini salah satu daripada seni mempertahankan diri dari Korea. WonHwaDo. Saya bersama dengan Jorge Cardoso selaku pengurus pusat latihan Enshirkan Jiu-Jitsu Academy di Kuala Pilah. The only one in Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken. Yes,
for 13 years.
For 13 years. Okay. You were Portuguese. You were born in Angola.
Yeah, Portuguese colony before.
Okay, and now you've been you're staying in Malaysia for 13 years. Married to a local Malaysian.
Kuala Pilah.
In Kuala Pilah. Yes. And you're teaching Korean martial arts.
Yes, Korean and Japanese martial arts.
Yeah, that's a bit like.
Well, the world is a small village nowadays.
Yeah.
So we travel all around the world to learn things and to teach.
Yeah.
So martial arts went to Western world more than 100 years ago. So we can find the best masters of martial arts now actually in the Western world, as well in Asia. So it's why we travel around.
But of all martial arts, why this particular?
Well, WonHwaDo is a traditional art from Korea, and so mostly people today knows about Taekwondo, which is a sport martial arts, and combat sports. But actually, in Korea, there's more than 30 styles, traditional styles of Korean martial arts, and our art started in Korea in the 1960s. In '64, in '72, organized as an association, and then since 2003, our World WonHwaDo Federation was recognized and supported by Korean government. So we are one of the traditional arts in Korea today. So mostly WonHwaDo is not focused on sport applications; it's for health, self-improvement, and practical applications for self-defense, as well as art form for development of well-being and entertainment, etc. So
I was made to understand that there's this circular movement, and it's graceful as a dance move, but it can also be lethal.
Actually, the art we have applications of the performance in the stage with the traditional Korean floor and instruments, Korean instruments. So as a dance form, as in the theater form, also we can use. So actually, it's a holistic method of martial arts. So not just the element of the self-defense is just in a circle of 360 degrees. Actually, the self-defense is just 1 degree of the circle. Actually, the martial art actually is a life. It's like in the old adat in Silat. Actually, it's a dance. It's a Silat dance. It's why you have the old styles in Silat. They perform dance because actually this is the root where the martial art comes.
Is it necessary for anyone who takes up who wants to take up martial arts to really understand the philosophy behind?
Yeah, it is. Otherwise, they'll just a cripple. They'll learn something that is not original. That they would do better. They do kickboxing or other type of sports combat forms. But if they want to do art form, they should know about it. It's like people do Silat and they don't know what is the tradition of Silat. When they do any art, they should know a bit what is the roots of the art, so we can gain knowledge and culture about it. So you become universal citizens.
But what is interesting about you, George, is that not only that you train this particular martial arts, you also study other forms of Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu, Aikido. I've been teaching Aikido in Malaysia since the time beginning of Raka Muda program in Kuala Pilah in KL. My teacher is one of the most important Aikido instructors in Malaysia since his son-in-law. So all martial arts are good. It's a form, it's an art expression, and I like any form of martial art. So it's most important we practice and we feel happy, and the martial art can good benefit for the health of person. So I'm 50 years old.
You're 50?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, so that means I think I hope I can. I'm more old. I still doing. I will aging gracefully. It's so important.
I think you are aging gracefully. Probably you're getting younger instead of getting older. But having to learn more than one martial art. How do you separate?
Well, actually, we need to have a strong foundation in one art, and then we don't mix up styles. We keep each style separately and dedicate ourselves in one area, and then specialize in that area, and then later on we can develop other skills. So I don't like the mixed type of martial art ways. I want each art separately, and then in the self-defense, of course, we can mix if we need to outside. We use any skill we have. But when you practice the arts, I like to keep each art identity separately. So we have the rich element of each art.
But there are some similarities in certain moves and techniques.
Yeah, it is. It is because anyway, men have a universal biomechanics principles. So this art, the fundamental issue is in WonHwaDo is use of 360-degree circle motion. It's less stressful for the joints, save the physical energy in the body, and it's very effective because we can use all ranges of self-defense, long, medium, and close range, as well as striking forms, joints, throws, weapon techniques, but using all the principles of circle motion.
Okay, I see some movements having to be applying the circular movements. Okay, can you show us a little bit more? With
So now they are doing forms, what you call the bungi silat or kata in Japanese. So in Korean we call it yangs. So these forms are based in the vertical alignment of circle motion, and then their concept is to they are doing striking, they are doing kickings, they are doing throwing techniques in this motion. So it's like in the capoeira, we see it's like a dance form, but actually there's a real application on it. So all the applications as now I perform are based actually on that forms. So these forms you can practice like a qigong exercise in morning or evening, like old age people, they want to practice for health, they're not focused on self-defense, they can do it. But the more young age, they want to learn the forms, but they want to know how to play self-defense, so they can do it so. But I can show the details and the differences between what identifies WonHwaDo from the other kind of styles like karate or taekwondo, so we can understand. So I can show it Chow Li.
Yeah, let's bring Charlie. Inilah Charlie. Okay.
So Chow Li started to learn with me when he was 9 years old. So Chow Li graduated recently.
Chow Li, isn't it? Charlie. So okay, all right.
Oh, Charlie in English. So he learned with me with 9 years old.
When you were 9. Okay, sekarang umur berapa Charlie?
24.
Wow, dah lama.
So martial art is a life endeavor.
That's the thing.
So means martial art is educational program. So if it can become a good citizen, it can become a good member of society. So it's part of my contribution. So this is why I hope all my students can have this good result in life, etc. So I go now to exemplify some element of WonHwaDo. All right. So usually in the common martial arts, let's say if somebody punches, we will use like middle blocks and punches, etc., and strikes. So this involves two actions: one action of defense, one action of attack. WonHwaDo attack and defense are integrated. So when he moves, if you do circular motion, so this is my attack and this is my defense, and I can straight away go for a locking technique. Okay, so this same motion we can use for more elbow. So we can just follow. It's all the alignment. We don't stop the action between the attack and defense. Attack and defense is one thing only.
It's like a flow.
Just flow. So means we can grab the things. He grab, he pulls. If he pulls, we just can move. If he push, we can just. So it's just follow. Means with the circular motion enable us to guide and blend easily. The concept of circular motion exists in Tai Chi, in Pakwa martial arts, in Aikido. The difference is that the WonHwaDo is based on the most important point is vertical motion, which is the rotation of our shoulders. So this will enable us to do the circular motion horizontal and diagonal. If we follow like the pattern of the atom, the electron around the nucleus, so we can apply. So actually when people see this art, they see it looks kung fu, looks silat, looks aikido, looks many things. But actually this is not, we are not taking any form. This is based on Korean traditional dance and meditation, Bison meditation.
Very interesting.
So it's why it's a very, very good and very useful thing for everybody to practice.
Yes, and finally, okay, I have to admit, before this, to me, this WonHwaDo is very foreign. Until I see it and I read it, and it looks very, very interesting. And what about the level of how do you indicate? Okay,
beginners levels, etc. So we have around we can say we have around 12 levels of knowledge. And then we have beginner level, basic level, intermediate level, advanced level, and then instructor and master and master level. So of course technically people goes until master level, and above master level is by seniority, investment in art, and age. So people are promoted. So we don't follow the traditional or the common black belt system, which people may not be aware that the black belt system was around 100 years plus that we established by Judo founder. Before that, there's no belt system in martial arts. But the WonHwaDo, the colors of WonHwaDo reflects the colors of the nature and reflects the colors used in the Korean tradition. In the old days, the military and the social structure of Korean society in the days of the kings in Korea. So it's why we don't use the common black belt system like people use in martial arts. So we use actually in some way similar to silat. With silat traditionally we have the red belt as a pendekar, right? Because the red symbolizes the courage, the love, the emotion, the power. So we use similar way. But this is from the Korean traditional culture. We can see some things that in Korean dramas and epics, you can see they use the colors of the clothes based in their ranks. You know, so the basic ranks is white, and then got the yellow, green. Then middle rank got blue. High rank and general, prime ministers you got red color. Then the higher ranks you got the purple red. Like that. So in WonHwaDo we follow that section.
Banyak diikut daripada tradisi masyarakat Korea. Okay, kita gunakan ini apa Vera?
Yeah, Vera. My youngest daughter started to learn with 3 years old.
3 years old. How old are you now? Sekarang umur berapa? 17. Mani, umur belajar daripada umur berapa?
Daripada 18, 17, 18 tahun.
Sekarang dah? Oh, ni orang-orang yang bahaya untuk kita dekati ni. Okay, we have to be sure that you stay away from them. Dan mereka punya WonHwaDo yang cukup hebat. Okay, just quick question. It's now in Kuala Pilar. What's your plan for the future?
Actually, my students already working KL, so they are working on in the computer area, right? So they are computer programmers. So they plan later on to expand in KL. And then for the next years, we are also going to expand in Seremban, because Kuala Pilar is near Seremban, and then we have already arrangements to develop activity. But we organize seminars all around West Malaysia, not only about WonHwaDo, also as Jew seminars, Aikido seminars, so we can generic self-defense seminars, urban combative seminars. Also, we can provide that to the public. So we can actually, West Malaysia, we can suffer.
Josh, thank you very much for being on the show. Thank you for coming, Vera, Mani, and Charlie. Terima kasih banyak. All the best to all of you. So hopefully we'll hear WonHwaDo much more bigger as a self-defense in Malaysia. Bukan saja taekwondo, silat dan sebagainya, tapi terima kasih. 50 tahun lebih, saya pun tak sangka. Okey, kita berehat seketika kembali ke studio bersama dengan Nadia dengan cerita yang lain, SOS. Kemudian ada cerita tentang gula-gula ketuk lepas di Malaysia hari ini.